your girl, back at it again with some makeup videos. That is why my face is all bare and lovely. My skin is doing pretty well lately. We're just gonna put on this little headband because today, if you can't already tell by the title, we are reviewing like basically a silly sponge. I think that's what they're called. They're like silicone beauty blenders. These literally were so popular like basically a year ago, but I'm only just getting into them. I've literally had mine for so long and I just never used it. So I decided, hey, why not make a video about it? Up until recently, I didn't even use like a proper beauty blender. I just used a brush because I just thought that was better. Then I've started using only half a pump of foundation rather than a full pump because beauty blenders take up a lot less foundation than brushes, believe it or not. We're gonna be using a silicone beauty blender sort of thing. I got mine from Litfly. Give you guys a little close up. There it is. It's pink. It's pretty. Let's crack it open. Oh, look at her. Ew, she's kind of slimy. Not slimy, but weird feeling. This is the actual thing. It's sort of like transparent, but it's also got like a little pink undertone. The thing is, I don't know how well this is gonna blend in my makeup, but the whole idea of these is that they take up a lot less foundation because your beauty blender, believe it or not, actually absorbs the foundation. So this is meant to use a lot less. Ooh, it feels nice on my face though. Ooh, I like it. So we're gonna go in with some primer first. The primer that I use is from the Face Shop. This is the primer that I use. It's called the Air Cotton Makeup Base. It is in the color Mint because it's just color correcting for pinkness, undertones and stuff like that. If you want to see the rest of like my makeup routine, go to my makeup video. This is basically how I do my makeup every day. I just dab it on and then I go in with usually my beauty blender. Let's see how well this actually blends. I'm so nervous. Ew, you can see like through it. You can see where the makeup is like through it. It's not blending. Why? What? It's like, it doesn't feel like it's actually blending. It's taking a lot more effort to actually blend. I mean, you can see my face is getting paler, but it's very patchy. See, like around here. Do you have to wet it first? Because usually you have to wet like a normal beauty blender. I'm not sure if you're meant to wet this. Are you meant to dab it? Because, oh my god, ew, it's getting all over my thumb. I don't know that I like her that much. She's not doing a good job at actually blending. Maybe you're just meant to wipe it on. But then if you're gonna wipe it on, why not just like use your fingers? This isn't gonna be a good review, is it? See, my face is still like red because it's just not, it's not blending and spreading around properly. It's staying in like the one spot, and then the more that I tap it, the more that it just kind of like sort of blend, but it doesn't blend because it's not blending into other parts of my face. I haven't even put on my actual foundation yet, and this is terrible. I've just turned the exposure down a little bit so you can see really like how it's not actually doing anything. Usually this will cover my face and make it really nice, but it's not doing anything. This is this is awful. It doesn't feel like my skin's actually like absorbing it like it usually does with a beauty blender. It's just kind of sitting on my skin. So the foundation that I usually use is the Fresh Nude foundation from the Body Shop. It's a bit dirty, but like you can see it is in the color 010. So what I usually do when I'm doing my foundation, I'll just put like about a pump. And what I usually do is I just sort of put it on the beauty blender and then I kind of dab it on my face and then I'll, oh my god. It is giving me like a lot of foundation. We'll just try swiping it a little bit and then we'll, that? Why is that so not good looking to me? I mean, it looks okay, but it's still like, once again, it's just kind of sitting on my skin. It doesn't feel like my skin's actually absorbing it, which I guess some people would see that as a good thing. It doesn't look nice. Why does it just look weird and not, it looks a lot more cakey. And under my eyes, it's so hard to get under my eyes because of this weird, just the weird shape of it. That looks terrible. You guys might not be able to tell, maybe it just looks like I'm here, but look, it's going in the places like where I put it, but it's just kind of sitting on the surface of my skin. It's not going into my skin, so you can still see all these red patches. This is frustrating. This is honestly frustrating because like I thought this was gonna be really good. When it got so popular, I was like, oh, that would make sense. That's actually a good idea. But now that I'm using it, it's actually terrible. No, this isn't good. Maybe if I try using the other side for a little bit. That's still not doing anything. It's still like the foundation's just sitting on the surface of my skin. This is not nice. It looks so frickin' cakey. I've got some dry patches around my forehead and it's really just clinging onto those sort of like around here. It's really just like clinging onto those sort of like places. But you can see like it's sort of just clinging onto the dry skin, which Usually it doesn't do that, especially with primer. Whenever I use primer, it's all right. Oh my goodness, I'm so sad and disappointed by this. I'm gonna go and take this makeup off right away and redo it with a proper beauty blender because this is literally terrible. I don't know if it's because of the brand, because I did, Lip Fly is usually a cheap brand. Everything else that I've tried from them is really nice, so don't diss Lip Fly, but I definitely wouldn't recommend like one of these little silicone beauty blenders. Just use a brush or a beauty blender like normal people. I'm gonna go take this off, but I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you want to see more makeup videos, let me know in the comments down below, and subscribe because I do a lot of K-pop stuff, and I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.